Hi everyone, we're going to take a look at Dash today as it's making moves. We were previously looking at this ideal retracement zone area at support. There is lower support below as a potential bouncing off point for the price action, and that seems to be coming into play at present on the back of what looks like a double bottom. So let's just mark that double bottom on for clarity. Here we go. So it's a higher time frame double bottom for sure, right? And then we've got a clear definable neckline here, which the price action, and also it's clear resistance compared to this range which we were trading in back at the start of December. So we've got a nice line confluence. Everything's pretty textbook at the moment. And we've had a very strong breakout with volume to the upside. Now, we now need to simply think of where's the entrance point we need to be looking at. And we're not going to chase it. We're not going to buy Dash up here. We need to think what's the ideal retracement. This is a very strong move with volume. So let's have a look at the lines in the sand we've got. We've got this first one, right, for a potential retrace at 252, right, which would be about a 40% retrace. And we could look to enter there. Now, how viable is that given the current market conditions? Probably not particularly viable. How many buyers are going to show up at this area? Now, it is support and it is resistance previously, so there's a play there, but typically in crypto with its volatility, we have to account for probably more leaning towards a 60% retracement than a 40%. So the double bottom neckline seems like a good place to look for an entrance on the retrace. Now, of course, if Dash ascends up from here, which it can do with great fervor, then we'll have to reevaluate our positioning. And if it does get away from us, then we may not actually have an entrance which is manageable in terms of risk. And then we just have to, if you're one of the ones which have managed to accumulate in this zone, then of course you benefit from this upwards move. But if you are looking for the second move up, then we do need a bit of a retrace. Now, are the conditions in the market more bullish than they were in November? Potentially. So we could see it just continue on its way. But if you are looking for an entrance, we have to balance up, what we expect from the price action in a typical situation. And there may still be a bit of hesitancy. So we might just not have that direct kind of explosion upwards. So we're looking for a retrace entry, I think, not at 52, but closer to 45, the neckline of the double bottom. That then allows us to come in very low. And we've got this just above this support zone. So if we do dip below it, potentially there's going to be a lot of buyers showing up there to help propel the price action up again, making this quite an assured entry level at 45. Now, you could begin to scale in at 45 and look to pick up another position at 40 if you feel that we might have a bit of a stronger reset here. So there's lots of options, but I wouldn't overextend. You don't want to overextend yourself here. You definitely don't want to be coming in here. This is probably a little bit too bullish to come in on here at this level at 52. So definitely not 62, probably not 52, but looking for a retest and a retrace back to the double bottom neckline and then look for the entrance here. And because it's quite a bold move and we have it at least today come up to the moved above into this range and then the next one above that suggests that a retrace back down to here is perfectly reasonable. And now, of course, if the move was a little bit shorter, you might be thinking that, okay, so coming back down to here to 40, right, to this previous resistance zone might be a good play, but it's got a lot of volume, it's got a lot of bullish fervor behind it, so therefore I think the middle ground here at 45, the double bottom neckline for a textbook play would be ideal. But don't chase this, of course. If we get the entrance we want at 45, then we can take a position, but if we don't get the entrance, we don't particularly want to chase it. Now, if you are a little bit more bullish on this, you could look for a retrace to that 52 line and then aim to scale in again a little bit lower. But my recommendation would be look for a simple double bottom neckline retrace and look to enter there. And if you don't get it, then you don't chase it. But that's Dash.